Hey everyone, this is Jant and you are watching DLS Physics. So in the previous class we have discussed if the harmonic conjugate U is given then how to find out V, and if the harmonic conjugate V is given then how to find out U. So after finding out the harmonic conjugate, if you will put these values in the analytic function f of z equal to U plus IV, then we will get that function in the form of x and y. Sometimes we need to find the value of analytic function in forms of z. So for this case we use a special method that is known as Milne-Thomson's method. So today we will discuss how to find out the analytic function f of z equal to u plus iv in terms of z. So here we have two cases. Case 1, when u is given, how to find f of z. Case 2, when v is given, how to find f of z. So we will discuss case 1 and case 2 one after another. So the case 1 is when u is given. So when u is given, we can find f of z in terms of z by using the following steps. So the step 1 is find del u upon del x, name this one phi 1 function of xy, and find del u upon del y, name this one phi 2 function of xy. So this is the step 1. Next, step 2, here you have to replace x by z and y by 0 in phi 1 function of xy and in phi 2 function of xy to get phi 1 function of z0 and phi 2 function of z0. Next step is we can find f of z by using this formula phi 1 function of z0 minus I phi 2 function of z0 plus constant. So this is the result. Now we can see an example. That question is find the analytic function f of z equal to u plus iv if the real part is y to the power 3 minus 3 x square y. So here the real part is y to the power 3 minus 3x square y. So now let's follow the steps. Step 1 is you have to find del u upon del x, and then you have to name it phi1 function of xy. So this is equal to del u upon del x. So this value will be minus 6xy. Similarly, next we have to find del u upon del y, and we have to name it phi2 function of xy. That is equal to del u upon del y, and this value will be 3y square minus 3x square. Next we have to go for second step, and here we have to put x equal to z and y equal to 0. So phi1 function of z0. So in place of x we have to put z, and in place of y we have to put 0. So this value will be 0, and phi2 function of z0 will be 3z square, sorry, this will be 3 into 0 square minus 3z square. So this is 0 minus 3z square, that is minus 3z square. Next we have the final step, that is step 3. By using this step we can find the value of f of z in terms of z. So f of z equal to, the formula is integral bracketed term phi1 function of z0 minus I phi2 function of z0 dz plus constant. So now let's put the value of phi1 and phi2 here. So phi1 is 0 minus I whole into minus 3z square whole into dz plus constant. So this can be written as I integral 3 is constant, so you can take it out of the integration. This is z square dz plus constant. So this is equal to 3i z to the power 3 divided by 3 plus constant. So this is I z to the power 3 plus constant. So finally we got the result f of z equal to I z to the power 3 plus constant. So by using Milne-Thomson's method we find the value of complex function in terms of z only. So this is the beauty of Milne-Thomson's method. Next we will discuss case 2. In case 2 type of problem, v is given and we have to find the analytic function f of z in terms of z. So case 2, when v is given. So here we will write the steps. Step 1, that is find del v upon del x, that is psi2 function of xy, and del v upon del y denote this psi1 function of xy. Next, step 2, replace x by z and y by 0 in psi1 function of xy and psi2 function of xy to get psi1 function of z0 and psi2 function of z0. Next, step 3, this will give the result. Find f of z equal to integral bracketed psi1 function of z0 plus I psi2 function of z0 dz plus constant. So if v is given, then in this procedure we can find the complex function in terms of z. So this is case 2, and by using this case we can also solve some problems. So you have some homework. Question 1 is find f of z if v equal to y square minus x square. Next, find f of z if v equal to e to the power x whole into x cos y minus y sin y. Find f of z if u equal to e to the power minus 2xy whole into sin x square minus y square. So now let me remember that we use this Milne-Thomson's method in order to find f of z equal to e plus iv in terms of z only. So we will get the answer in terms of z, in terms of z only. So this is the beauty of Milne-Thomson's method. Hope you understand. Thank you.